we could call it something goofy like senior skip day.
Senior
That
skip
might
day,
be
that's
fun.
cute. That's cute.
I like it. I like it because this is not gonna go on for more than a year. I can't even lie.
Maya,
Not
it'll be a miracle we make it past the month.
bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly, bro.
It's okay. Speaking of people who are doing weird things right now, you know, what's his face from Saltburn? What is his name? Because I'm trying to
I
think of
don't know
Dick's
anything
name.
about this Saltburn movie except the helicopter dicking.
Yeah, we'll talk about the helicopter
We'll get
digging. This
there.
is
We'll get to the that's a later topic. Anyway, what about him? Should I look him up?
oh, give me 2 seconds,
Okay.
because he was in a Marvel movie. He was in Eternals.
No.
Do you remember that? Do you remember Eternals?
I
Um,
watched 30 minutes of Eternals, and by 30 minutes, I mean I pulled it up on Netflix and skipped through it while this was telling me it was a good movie. And
oh no, it was horrible. It was actually garbage because they try. It's like a new superhero movie, but they want you to already care about all of the characters,
see,
except you don't know any of the characters.
this is
So
the
it's like
repetitive issue. It's in the Marvels as well. They just expect us to care about these team ups when we barely know these characters.
literally. And it's even worse than all the team ups because at least like Miss Marvel has a show. Captain Marvel got a movie. Like these are literally people we have not ever met before. But he plays a dude in the Eternals. And he goes from that to the end scene of Saltburn where he
Wait,
is
it's him?
running dick out, yes. Running around, dick out, skipping to a song.
Mars said it was
Holy,
about 3 inches. Was that
you see
true?
it. You see it in 4K.
Terrific.
Um,
Does it have sound effects?
there's music playing in the background. He's frolicking around his mansion. So the entire plot of the movie is like, I don't assume you're gonna watch it,
I'm
so I'm gonna
not.
give you some
No.
spoilers. Basically, there's this guy, and he is like a pathological liar, but he wants to be friends with this hot rich kid because he's gay. Like literally, he's gay.
Oh, like canonically?
Like canonically, he is gay.
Okay,
It is
alright.
it is a movie for the gay people.
Okay.
Sadly, sadly.
Sadly, tragically.
And so he starts lying to this man, like, my parents are alcoholics, and my dad just died, and I don't have any siblings, and I don't have anywhere to go. And then this hot rich guy, played by Jacob Elordi, with an eyebrow
Okay.
piercing. Oh my god, the straight girl in me.
Okay.
Alright. Um, he's like, I'll take you to my mansion with my family. You can live with me for a little bit. And he's like, really? And he's like, yes, I can. And
Oh
so
my
they live
god.
with each other. Um, dude from Eternals ends up fucking literally his like sister, his best friend, his mom, his I don't know if he fucked the dad. He probably did fuck the dad at some point. It was just off screen. Like
Oh!
like full on you did bro, him and the sister had period sex.
Oh, on screen?
And yes, and he in the movie canonically goes, I'm a vampire, it's okay.
Oh, wait, they're vampires?
No, he's just Bessie's going down on a girl
Oh,
on
he
her
just
period.
says that!
He's just said that.
Oh, he just takes in his inner Edward
He said,
going
let me
down on
break.
Bella. Okay. Oh my god. Is,
Yep.
oh my god.
Um, it's a very like it's a psychological thriller, but the only real scary part is just like the amount of graphic sexual scenes that are kind of rapey, but not.
Oh
Some of
no.
them
This
definitely
sounds
have.
like this should have stayed on Wattpad.
It should have stayed on l- creepier websites than Wattpad. This is like the
Really?
dark side of it 3 more
Was
so.
it giving like kind of 50 Shades of Grey sort of non-con or
No. Oh, sorry, I dropped my concealer.
not that I've really
Uh,
watched that start to finish, but I've seen summaries.
it's definitely like all of the sex is for the shock value of like the horror that you feel inside. And so it's for like the gay women, basically,
Is it
of just
actually
this like
supposed to be kind of
it's
like creepy, or is
it,
it
it
just?
the main character is so bad. The main character is so creepy. You feel it in like the pit of your stomach.
Oh, I hate
Which
that.
honestly, a lot of the movie is like very artful and really cool to look at. And all of the scenes that are meant to be like him creeping on all of these people, he literally gets down. So, hot
Okay.
guy, hot
Well,
rich guy
let me
is in
look
the
up this
bathtub,
movie to get an
and you can
idea.
see this man jacking off in the bathtub. And our creepy main character, named Oliver Quinn, goes and he's like creeping on him, sneaking up, looking at
Oh
him.
my god, wait,
And
why does the
after that,
main guy look 50 years older than the rest of the cast?
I don't know, it creeps me out too. They're all supposed to be like same age in college.
Okay, so at least they're in college, thank God. Because they always,
hmm
there's this thing where they set these kinds of stories during high school, and it's like, girl,
They
no high
they
schooler.
do Yale or Oxford, whichever one. I don't care.
Yeah,
Some rich private.
they look British.
And there's like leftover jizz in the bathtub,
Oh.
and man goes into it, licks it, sticks his nose down the drain, and is like to the drain.
You remember that Netflix show? I never watched it, but do you remember You? It was called You, right? About the stalker.
Oh
This
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like that kind of creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I saw the only reason I wanted to watch this movie is because you see like straight girls on TikTok going, "Oh my God, I have to rethink so many things. That was horrible." And then you see gay people like Loki, it was kind of good. And I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I think I'm somewhere in the middle.
Which is
Call me a
appropriate.
lesbian, pronouns or something. I'm somewhere in
God.
the middle. Because like when it's trying to be really artsy and cool, it's really artsy and cool. And when it's trying to creep you out in a very like non-consensual manner, it is it does that. It does that very well. You see him crying over the grave of this guy because he ends up murdering all of them.
Oh, okay.
Um
Does he
and
like?
he murders the hot guy, like he poisons him. He like hot dude dies.
It's
And
a
on top of
miracle that
this,
this
the
hasn't been
grave
on
of this hot
Tumblr
dude.
then. Like hot guys having sex and killing each other. That's like
Yeah, yeah.
it's giving Hannibal.
It literally that is such a good analogy for it. It is giving Hannibal fandom on Tumblr, okay?
Yo.
Because man whips the dick out fully on screen and he has sex with the ground of this dude's grave. Yeah, my thoughts and feelings exactly.
Okay, I've looked up this movie and honestly, all the promo pictures are just them shirtless, and I'm already uncomfortable enough. I wouldn't need to see them
That's
dry
how I'm expecting the
dry
plot to
humping into
be.
the ground.
Because you would not have watched this. You would not have watched it nor enjoyed it.
No, I would have been there and I would have been hooping and hollering the entire movie, making
Bro,
sure
it was actually
every.
so funny. There was a girl in like the first row who she started screaming, "They should kiss!" in the middle of the movie, and it's like they should absolutely not kiss. That is so unhealthy. And a man who you could tell was like he was gay. He was gay and in it for the artfulness. Was like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch!" in the middle of the movie theater.
Dude, I would have been there and go, get off the screen! Get off! I would start throwing my popcorn. I would
I
have
was
treated
sitting
it like
next
it was
to an old
Rocky Horror
man.
Picture Show, like the characters were listening to my ass.
I was sitting next to an old man who went to the theater alone, and his reactions were actually the best ones there. He gasped audibly in like the middle of the theater when the man whipped his dick out. He was like,
Oh my god.
I was like, "Oh no, you poor guy."
That's horrible. Dude. Who, like, does anybody, like, notable, like, work on this movie? Hold on.
I don't know. I don't
Um,
know. I'd have to look. I went into it really blind because I wanted to watch it for like the shock value.
oh, okay. Dude, the ratings on this are so all over the place. It's 72% on
Yeah,
Rotten
people
Tomatoes,
either
60 on Metacritic,
really
and
like
then
it or they
90%
just
on
don't hate
Google
it.
users. What?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's exactly like it's dividing people, okay?
Dude. Also, The movie poster reminds me of something. That looks familiar. Oh, okay. In 2006, scholarship student Oliver Quick attends Oxford University, struggling to fit in due to his experience with upper class sensibilities. It was over 2 hours? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it was a
Oh.
fever dream.
Let's see. Okay. Directed by, oh god, this was written by a woman? Oh
Yup.
no, it's a super white looking woman. Oh no.
It's a couple of the people are like definitely American and you can tell they have really bad English accents. It kind of took me out of it for
Dude,
some point.
oh, okay, no. She studied English in Oxford.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude. Oh. I guess I can't really dog on her for being a white woman based on this podcast, but it's okay. I'm mixed, guys. Don't even worry about it. She's produced a couple other. I'm looking at her. Oh my god, she worked on Killing Eve?
I never watched Killing Eve. I can't
Me
even lie.
neither, but I saw a bunch about it.
Mhm.
And I know they were. That one is about lesbians. I'm so
Mhm.
sure.
She's got to be something. She's got to be a little bit fruity.
She gotta be a little bit fruity.
I don't care about gay
No,
people that
no,
can
dude. I don't know how much you
balance.
know about current Broadway drama, but oh my god. Did she work on Bad Cinderella? She didn't. She didn't. No.
Imagine going from Bad Cinderella
Oh
to
my god,
this.
she wrote that book? That's terrible for her. That's terrible for her. She wrote that story. Okay, so there's this guy named Andrew Lloyd Webber, and people eat up whatever he does, okay? But my
Mhm.
man has been having flop after flop, and he released this show called Bad Cinderella, okay? And it was on Broadway and everything immediately because he's Andrew Lloyd Webber. And it was, I think its runtime was for a solid. The run of this Broadway show rose from March 2023 to June 2023, and it was
My
horribly
God.
reviewed. Everyone hated it. It was a huge loss of money because it was just really, really bad. You know how people dog on kind of the musical Janice from Mean Girls because she's just kind of angsty without any actual angst in her?
Yeah,
That's her. That's the main character of this show.
yeah.
Oh my
Speaking of
god.
women who hate men for no reason, you want to talk about the Marvels movie?
Oh, let's talk about the Marvels movie. Okay. Good segue.
Thank you. I
You're
try.
just like Curtis Connor.
I really try to be. Hey, out of all of the podcast people you could compare me to, Curtis Connor's up there.
I mean, that's the
Like,
only one that's like. That's the only one I know we've both listened to.
that's true. That's true. I love me a straight girl drama podcast.
Yeah, bro. The Marvels. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the 16-year-olds or 15-year-olds weird stalker tendencies? The death that we didn't even realize was a death until 10 minutes after the movie ended? Like, where do we
Well,
start with this
I think the
horrible,
entire
horrible movie?
podcast started after I watched She-Hulk,
Ugh. Don't even remind me of that.
and me hating women after that, or just like the weird like Marvel feminist. I
God.
guess is the best way to describe it. Like that,
Marvel's trying to make me stop liking women, I swear to God. They're trying to
literally,
convert me.
they're trying their absolute hardest.
God. I can't even. What's like a good. Oh, okay. From all the Avengers movies, but they all have like supporting roles. Because you got
Hmm.
Pepper, you have Natasha, you have. Um.
Hmm.
You have Peggy. I can't think of anybody else right now.
Those are the only women.
Those are the only women who are like notable. Oh,
That
Wanda.
yeah,
But they
yeah.
butchered Wanda so hard.
They
No, okay,
did make
one
it
movie at a
happen.
time, one bad movie at a time.
Yeah. Imagine your worst enemy just being a large pile of rocks. That's really what Marvel is showing me right now.
To the viewer, aka May, if you're still listening to this, there is a number one way to kill a Marvel superhero, and that's with giant falling rocks, okay? Number one cause of death in this series, I swear to God.
Literally.
Wanda.
I remember that being a really big joke for Multiverse of Madness, just because it killed
Hmm.
like alternate dimension Peggy,
Yeah.
literally all of the Justice League over there. Not Justice League.
Element. No.
Yeah,
The
whatever they're
Elementals.
called.
What?
Whatever they're called in the other
Fantastic
universe.
Four. I don't.
It's something.
I didn't
It's something.
actually watch the
Fake
entirety of
fans. Fake
Multiverse of
fans.
Madness.
You didn't. I did. I thought about it a lot. It hurt me a lot.
Yeah. Oh my god. Dude, I can't. Oh, alright. Let's just walk through the plot of the Marvels. Let me pull up here. Let me pull up the Marvels on Wikipedia. We can walk through the plot of this movie.
Three characters from movies that, well, WandaVision got all right reviews, but Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel both were mediocre at best.
I forget.
And it's not
Did
even like
other
one
people like Captain
WandaVision.
Marvel? Because I was so blinded by my hatred.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right? It was kind of a controversial movie, but yeah. But that was just because
yeah,
she was a woman.
yeah. I'm sad that people are hating on it because she's a woman and not because it's a bad movie.
I know. Because, like, the reason I didn't like the original Captain Marvel is because she started with, like, an ambition, or, like, she had that whole prospect on life, and then she was just proven right. She doesn't learn anything new or have a character arc. She starts the movie with an ideology, and she ends it with the same exact ideology. She was
Literally.
just right. It's
Hmm.
so weird. She sacrifices, but she doesn't like learn anything from it except just kind of feel a bit guilty. And that's at
Hmm.
least brought back here, but it's awkward.
Yeah, especially with how far you could have taken, like, she was on an alien planet, she didn't remember her past. And then the people who are taking care of her right now are evil. Like,
It
the
was
amount of
so
torture you could
easy.
have for that.
It was so easy to make her like an anti-hero or like a villain sort of thing.
Yeah. And that would have made her so much cooler as a character.
Yeah, imagine if they went more like God, I'm trying to think of a good example of this. But this is definitely a trope. I just can't think of an example right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. They didn't honestly, I think what would be more interesting is she just kind of stayed a bad person a bit.
I do too. Especially with like her being besties with Nick Fury. He is
Yeah.
already like
Oh, we need
a,
to talk about Nick
a
Fury.
loosely morally based character. Like,
Dude, oh my
I
god.
am so upset about new Nick Fury.
What did they do
Uh,
to him? Dude, the Nick Fury who was like yelling at the High Council or whatever it was over the screens, bickering about the Avengers and everything. That's not the guy in the recent shows. That's not
it's
him.
really not. It's not.
It feels
The
more like
guy
Samuel
who
L.
secretly
Jackson
showed
than
up
Nick
in
Fury.
all of the first Avengers movies to be like, hey, I'm recruiting you, and also I'm cool and mysterious, is not the same dude who made out on screen with an alien who he thought was ugly.
Seriously, like I don't mind him being given more dimension, but like you lose all of his original character by doing that, and now he's just more of like a soft kind of guy.
Yeah. They weren't really giving him dimension. They were just making him broken for some reason.
Yeah. Uh. What show even was it? What was it even called? Secret
Secret Invasion.
Secret
Secret Invasion.
Invasion. God.
Which I hated. Everything about the show made me upset. One, the intro to it was AI
It
generated
was so
because
ugly
of
too.
like all of the writers striking and that sort of stuff. So they had to cut some corners on it, and you can tell.
So
Two,
ugly.
how did we get from Secret Invasion to the Marvels movie? Like, none of the questions were answered. It's as if the people working on Secret Invasion did not talk to the people who had worked on the previous Marvel movies with him, and also did not talk to the people working on the new Captain Marvel movie. Because he's a completely different character in all three.
Dude, that's like every Marvel movie though. It feels like they haven't talked to each other since like dude, I think there was more communication while they were writing Age of Ultron, dude.
Which is horrible.
Which is horrible. God,
Well, this movie, I really liked Age of Ultron. It just like
I
it
enjoy
didn't
it in
feel
a
as heavy as
comforting way.
Endgame, you know?
Yeah. It's not a good movie, but it's like a comforting movie to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because it's very classic dynamics of those characters.
Hmm.
Or what are now classic.
Yeah. It's definitely like nostalgia-y now.
Honestly, I think overall Marvel should have gone a bit darker, you know? I think there should have been like we ended on such a note that I think a lot of like higher energy characters kind of like got wrapped up. I think it should have gone overall just a darker, more like people are not always great route, you know?
That that's honestly such a good idea. Because if it went more of like a the Batman 2022, the Joker kind of a route,
Mhm.
where it was the world's crumbling around us, we're focusing on more smaller level like bad guys basically,
Mhm.
then I think it would have been so much better. If we would have gone like from Endgame to a little bit of world building about how the world fell apart after the blip to like Daredevil or something like that, it would have been sick.
That's what they could have used the Marvels for. This movie came out way too late after Endgame, and there were too many
It
movies in
really did.
between. But they also could have done this for Multiverse of Madness. Like you're totally right. Like building up on what happened after the blip in general. Like I don't think the issue is that now the bar is way too high for the main villain. They don't
Hmm.
try to small the scale at all.
Yeah, like
Lower the
we
scale.
already had one epic all of the people are together and they're all fighting this one big bad. That now you can't do that again. Like bringing in Kang the Conqueror, he got canceled already and they don't like the actor anymore, which is so valid. I think he was convicted of domestic abuse or something like that. You'd have to quote me on that.
What? Hold
Yeah,
on.
no.
I didn't know that. Do you
Or
think
he
they're
was like
gonna
accused of
get a
it.
different
I
guy
think
for him?
accused of it.
Although I have to
But
say, I preferred Quantum Mania because at least from start to finish, I was giggling at that movie.
oh,
It was
absolutely.
hysterical.
Yeah,
Dad,
it either has to be laughably
no.
bad or like actually good.
Yeah, and the Marvels just wasn't either. It just
Hmm.
the Quantum Mania didn't come off of a TV show at all, right?
No.
Thank
It was
God.
just the third Ant-Man movie, which is insane that he got three movies.
Why, of all characters, did he get a third movie?
I think it's a lot because he focused on just like random smaller villains, and he's not like one of the big ones,
Yeah.
which is how Marvel should be going right now. But
Yeah, I
they
don't.
didn't really put
The
diverse
reason
characters.
Thanos worked is that it was a 10-year buildup, dude.
Yeah,
The point
you
is that you would take like your parents to go and they wouldn't understand the post-credit scene with the bright pink guy, and then that'd be it. And then finally everybody put the pieces together when it's like 2018, 2017.
hmm.
Oh my god. Wait, what was the villain's name? Hold on, Paul Rudd, Evangeline. Oh, Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror.
I don't know.
Hold on, let me see. Oh my god, assault allegations in trial? Oh no. Dude. I did done nothing wrong. Oh
Hoping it's a
no.
good
The fact that it says
representation.
allegations probably. Oh! It started. The trial started on my birthday.
Oh
On November
wow.
29th, 2023, the assault trial began with Majors pleading not guilty. On December 5th, Jabari provided testimony backing the prosecution's claim that Majors assaulted her and presented evidence to the court. Closing arguments began today. So there, it's still allegations because there isn't an ending on the case yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
man, that's rough.
that's bad press to have around like the main villain that you're gonna be fight. Like
Yeah, that's
it's just bad
really
for them.
bad.
It's gonna be Captain Marvel, someone who we already know isn't a good person, against Kang the Conqueror, someone that we also know isn't a good person.
Right? Oh my god. Oh my god. At least I like some of Brie Larson's roles, and by that I like watching her go, "Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew you well." Bow, 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 bow.
Literally. Me in the shower having my little concert every single night.
My God, don't even get me started. Yeah. Oh God, can I talk about what's her name? It's not Camilla. What's the younger one? Is that her name? No. What's her name?
Oh,
Miss Marvel.
oh, it is like Camilla or something like that.
Is it?
Camilla.
Here, I've
Cam-
got the Marvels tab pulled up. Hold on, let me see. Plot. Carol Danvers, Monica. Okay, Camilla Khan.
Yeah,
Okay, who has the author Quantum Manum Curse. Why
I
was
can
she
remember.
like
I
a
watched the
dream
Marvel TV
stan? She literally was a dream stan.
Sorry, you caught me off guard.
No, but she was. That's what she did. She
She did. She did.
That's what the mask is. I think you're.
Yeah,
My
she
God.
she would have worn a dream hoodie
She
in
would have.
2020. She would have worn a dream hoodie right now.
She would have. She would have been one of those people at the Lovejoy concert that our friends was talking about, who was
Yes, I
like
went to
still
the Loki
14
concert.
somehow. You were there with them? Yeah.
Yes.
But like I don't understand how like dude, I dropped that if well, it wasn't actually that long ago, but it feels like forever ago now. It's so weird to
Mhm.
me that there's still like 15-year-olds who like it cuz like didn't they grow up?
Yeah. She would be a Dream SMP stan in the year of our Lord 2023.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell.
She probably still reads Dream Not Found fanfic.
That's sad. She probably
She
does.
probably does because like
It-
her room was wall to wall, just one person. And it's so weird that they didn't like commit to her like being like autistic or anything. She just like was vaguely ADHD, but like every Marvel character has ADHD.
Yeah. No, I always thought I think it's weird that they're playing into like the very Gen Z, like young Gen Z stereotypes with her, but they're not committing to the bit.
Yeah. They like did the upset I get what angle they were going for with the obsession thing because it does feel like that a lot of days with people our age. It's very like
Yeah.
it's kind of even if you don't have a neurodivergent disorder and like hyperfixate on things per se, it's kind of like a thing that you have like the one thing you're like obsessed with,
Mhm.
especially with
You really like
girls.
to put like younger Gen Z people our age into categories of you were a Dream SMP fan
And
in
you're a
2020.
Swiftie, stuff like that, you
You're
know.
a yeah, things like that where you can only have one big interest.
Yeah, you don't just kind of like things. You have the big interest, which I don't think is something particularly new, but like social media and like having to have like a brand people like to think in their heads, I think really like
It
emphasize
definitely made it a
that.
lot.
Yeah. And so I get the angle they're going for with Camilla, but they just you're right, they didn't commit to it. She was just vaguely creepy and then all of a sudden knew how to like understand her situation.
Hmm.
As someone who did not watch the TV show, I had literally no reason to care about her.
No, it was it honestly, even after watching the TV show, you still don't care about her.
Ugh.
Um, she is just such she's me from middle school. I really just feel it in my bones. She's me from freshman year of high school,
Yeah.
and I appreciate her being there and doing that, but also the they occasionally just gave her like the emotional maturity and the feelings of a person who is not act like that.
I just really hated how like when she starts wearing Carol's like clothes, that was really weird to
Yeah.
me. Like that didn't seem normal. It
She's
was
like, I went into your closet. I stole all your clothes. I was kind of sniffing them while I was in there, but oopsie.
yeah, she's just so immature and not likable.
Hmm.
But not in like a oh she's still learning sort of way, in a oh this is just her character traits.
Yeah.
And they're played as
Because she should have
jokes.
learned how to be more likable in her entire show, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh.
Yeah.
I think
And don't even get me started about the other girl because one, she doesn't have a name yet. Two, we literally don't care about her because she was in WandaVision and she was just like vaguely there. Nobody cares about her.
God, do you want me to look at her name? The
It
niece,
was
right?
yeah,
Monica Rambeau. Yeah,
yeah,
Rambeau.
not the Limbo. And it's literally like, yeah, you didn't give her a superhero name because she's such a bland person who could be like good. She has the connections of she could be good, but they just didn't commit to it. Like,
Again, they should have gone darker. They tried to deal with the topic of grief, but they didn't go into it enough for it to like really matter. Hell, for half of
yeah.
the movie, I didn't even remember what she was angry about.
Hmm.
And then they barely even talked about it. They just kind of made up after like having that weird like memory link sequence.
Hmm. Which is dumb.
Just dumb.
That's literally such like a cop out way for them to talk about their feelings of like, you saw my memories and I saw your memories, so we're fine now.
I know. Again, I'm so dead set on this. I think they should have made her a more depressed and reclusive character. Don't make her fully functional and capable of everything. She should be a little messed up.
Hmm. She as in Captain Marvel,
She doesn't
right?
have the Marvel. Oh, or both of them, both of them.
Both of them.
I
Okay.
was mainly talking about the other one
Uh,
because
Monica
it's
Rambeau.
her mom who died, right?
Yeah, her mom.
Got
Her
wait.
mom got cancer and died while she was blipped
In the
away.
blip. Yes, yes.
And
Okay.
then she comes back at the beginning of WandaVision and is like in the hospital. She's supposed to be looking for her mom and she can't find her, which
Which
is a horrible traumatic experience. And she should have a lot more lasting effects from that.
yeah, I just I think they actually almost made it there with Captain Marvel. Like they were getting onto something with how she was kind of like not coping, but again,
Mhm.
they didn't commit.
Yeah. Like, if she's a recluse that lives in a little spaceship somewhere, make the spaceship messy. Make
It
her
was
like
way too
Francine
neat.
and
She
Judith
was way too
Agatha.
put together. She should
Yeah.
be, you know how like
Make her
Thor
struggle
was?
when she's giving people orders, like while they can we talk about them just like letting this entire mass of people die for
Oh
funsies?
my god, that was so stupid. We can't save them all. We gotta save the ones we already have. Dude, literally, all three of you are practically invincible and have ways of manipulating matter. There's no way they couldn't have saved all the people on that, like, planet or, like,
Literally.
have done
You can't tell
something.
me Captain Marvel, the one who like 1v1 Thanos, basically, she didn't
Yeah,
win. But like she did the brunt of the work for no reason.
for
To
no
now just
reason.
not do that like anymore?
Or, like, it's just the way they give up is so weird.
Literally.
I think what they were going for is trying to teach Camilla that you can't save everybody, but it wasn't a very good example of that since it just
Yeah.
feels like
It's
they
like
like
Captain Marvel teaching people
running.
to save everyone.
Look, I went into this movie not expecting to like it, but I wish I was expecting to like these movies.
I know. I'm so sad that I'm only excited like it was Guardians of the Galaxy, which I loved,
Yeah.
and well, like it was a third movie, so it's not the best, but like it made me happy. It gave
The
me the like
conclusion was fun. I think the plot was serviceable and it gave us enjoyable scenes with all the characters that we were expecting.
it gave us a backstory on Rocket Raccoon, which we were all dying for.
Dude,
Like,
that ending scene where like he and Gamora look at each other one more time, I forget what they say. Like we would have had a lot of fun together or whatever. That hurt. That was really good.
yeah, like, and it had the same goofiness that like Thor Ragnarok had of they were allowed to say fuck one time in a PG-13 movie, and they used it like in the fucking car
Yeah,
in
yeah,
like a goofy little bit and not in some serious
yeah.
like.
God, why did Chris Pratt become a voice actor? I prefer his normal acting, dude.
I rewatched Mario because it's on Netflix now,
It's
and I
not.
have a
He's
little
actually
sister.
not terrible in Mario. I thought it was gonna be worse, but it's not
No, every single
great.
time I watch it and I zone in on the fact that it's Chris Pratt
It's
talking
so
in
Chris
Mario's
Pratt.
feet, it
Dude, did you
hurts me.
hear the Garfield trailer?
I did hear the Garfield
It's so
trailer. I
bad.
blocked it out of my mind.
Oh. That's one movie I'm definitely not seeing. Although Mars might go see it because they really like
Oh,
Garfield.
no, I'm forcing you. Next episode of the podcast.
It's the Garfield movie. These movies are so frustrating.
They really are. They really are. Like I've built up such a love for Marvel and such like a trying to dissect all the background pieces to see what's going to happen in the next movie. And watching all of these people's videos about it and building up so much excitement. But it's so hard to be excited about something that constantly fails you.
Exactly. It does. It constantly fails us. It's just movie after movie after movie, dude. Are they going forward with doing a second half of Spider-Man movies?
I don't even know. I
I
don't
don't
even know.
It was a because
I
it was a weird ending. And not
it
like
was it was like a Tom Holland Spider-Man
yeah, yeah, yeah,
movie.
yeah.
I thought so, but it's not going to be until I know the next ones are Deadpool 3, which I am excited for.
I mean, who
Um,
wouldn't be excited for
X-Men,
Deadpool 3, dude?
which is horrible because they've been trying to incorporate X-Men into like the alternate universes, and X-Men is just so dead right now. No one cares about X-Men.
I've never seen an X-Men movie start to finish. Because the last one that came out was the Dark Phoenix one, the really horrible one, right?
I thought there was one after that.
Was there? I'm not sure. There might have been. It's been a long time. But yeah, those movies were rough. Nobody like their movies are to cater to a younger audience and a younger audience who doesn't know who the X-Men are, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was Dark Phoenix in 2019, which was the one that came out at almost the exact same time as the Marvel, like as Captain Marvel movie.
Yes, yes.
They
That was a bad
gave them
movie.
both so much shit because they were so similar.
Yeah.
Because the Dark Phoenix is like she's super insanely powerful and she kind of had a weird background and they were way too similar at the same time, which is stupid because Disney owned both of them. I'm just like, why are you putting out the same movie twice at the same time? And then there was a New Mutants, the New Mutants movie. It's literally called The New Mutants in 2020.
Oh God.
Nobody watched.
Yeah, I didn't even know that movie came out.
Hmm.
Yikes. Ugh, I don't know. They can incorporate the X-Men if they want, but like, who cares, dude? The X, the like, the the reject X-Men that Deadpool roll with are more entertaining.
Hmm.
I gotta rewatch the second one before I see the third one.
Yeah,
That's where they
okay.
do the
I
time
pulled up
traveling,
the
right?
I pulled up the list of the next Marvel movies. And so it's like, What If season 2, which is all right, but
Who
obviously What If
cares?
doesn't have the plot or anything. And then it's X-Men 97, which no one's gonna watch.
No one's gonna
And
watch.
then
Is
it's
it?
Echo, which is the villain that's named Maya. That's my
Oh, that's you.
that's my name,
That's
guys.
you.
From the Hawkeye TV show.
I didn't watch that
She was the
shit.
deaf one.
Oh yes, 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 yes. I remember her.
And then it's Deadpool 3.
Okay. What
And
year?
then
What
it's
year?
2024.
Yes, when more Ryan Reynolds is fine. That's always good.
And then it's Agatha Darkhold Diaries
Sorry,
in fall
wait. The
2023.
Agatha from the I thought she died.
From WandaVision?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, different Agatha.
Um, kind of. She kind of died. She Marvel died.
Oh, she Marvel died. So is it that Agatha or a different one?
It is that Agatha.
Oh, okay. So it was her all along, you could say.
Hmm. And then it's Spider-Man freshman year.
So is that Tom Holland?
Yes.
Why the fuck is it called freshman year?
I don't know. They ran out of how close you could be to your house.
It was
Homecoming,
homecoming,
far from home,
far from home, no way home.
no
They
way
ran out of
home.
how many times you go to your house, but he's not even in school anymore.
It might be freshman year of college.
Did
He
he go to
graduated.
college?
He's
He
supposed to go
moves into
to
that
MIT.
apartment and he has like those books in the box. Then he goes and sees MJ, and then that's like the end of the movie, right?
Yeah, because it was like kind of the end of his senior year. the plot line got a little bit lost because of the whole blip thing.
Right, because they
But
were
he
applying to
was supposed to be-
colleges. That was the whole point, that his friends couldn't get into MIT or some crap.
yeah, yeah.
Right, right. God. Okay.
And then
Oh, do you
beginning of
think he's gonna
2025
like
is
grow
Captain
up?
America: Brave New World, the Fantastic Four.
Sorry. What did they call Brave New World by Aldous Huxley?
Yes, Captain America. They're gonna make another Captain America movie. It's
No,
the
they
one
are not. No,
that's
they're
with
not. You shut up
Bucky
right now.
and
They're not
what's his
making
face.
it. Thing is, nobody's gonna want to watch it because the only people who care about Captain America are the people who wanted him to get with Bucky.
That's true. It's
And
okay. They have
too
a new
late for
person.
that. Hold on, wait. I want to look at
Oh,
this list. Yeah. Wait, no, keep going, keep going.
and then Fantastic Four, and then the Thunderbolts,
The
and then Blade.
Thunderbolts? Blade Runner?
Um, Google a picture. I could explain. Yeah. Ah.
Okay,
Wow.
so
And
God.
then Blade, which did Blade already get a TV show?
Wait, how
Isn't
many
that
of
a
those
thing?
were those all movies except for What If?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're kind of done with the TV shows right now?
There were a couple of TV shows. I think the Thunderbolts and Blade was supposed to be a TV show. It doesn't tell me. I'm just looking at a list.
Oh, okay.
And Agatha Darkhold Diaries is
That's
supposed
gonna
to be
be
a
a
TV
TV
show.
show. Yeah.
I think Echo is also supposed to be a TV show.
Echo? I don't know what that is.
The deaf one from Hawkeye.
Yes, that one. Okay, cool.
And then in 2026, it's Avengers: The Kang Dynasty.
That's gonna be a bad movie. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what I'll be up to in 2026, but I know I will be there on like the release date will be for a Friday, but you know it'll be in theaters Thursday night, so you gotta be there the Thursday night. God,
You and me, bestie. I don't know where we're gonna be in the world.
I don't know where we're
I'll
gonna be in
drive.
the world.
Okay.
I will buy a ticket and fly back home just so we can see this movie together and then record a podcast episode for the 2-year anniversary.
That'll be our second.
That'll
That'll
be
be our
our
second.
second episode.
Yeah. So literally nothing that you're like giggling or excited about. I
Yeah,
just
not
need.
really.
I don't know if you watched the like Matt Pat film theory video about what Marvel should do, but I do
I
kind of
watched
agree.
some of it.
I His main point was that Marvel doesn't need to like scratch everything and start over because we already don't care about them, and so remaking like the Iron Man movie isn't going to do anything because we already have a good Iron Man movie. But they do need to like scrap everything that they have right now and start coming out with a lot of consistently good movies.
I agree. Stop pumping them out. Like, God, I don't get it. I don't get it. There's no care put into these movies. It's just crazy because the first Iron Man movie, like that movie was such a shot in the dark, but like people cared about making it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Literally, like I would
Dude, its
be.
main actor was coming off of a drug addiction. Like that movie was such a shot in the dark. Like
Yeah, they were really expecting that one to fail. And I feel like the only reason that it did good is because it's a good, just like basic storyline. And they just need to go back to that, but in essence, not in like actual
yeah.
practice.
Like we don't want another Tony Stark. We have our Tony Stark and I can just miss him in my heart, but
Yeah.
I miss
And
him
they
so
don't need to
bad.
bring him back to life or anything, but they do need to just like pause for a second. Nobody wants another X-Men movie. We'll take Deadpool. We love Deadpool.
We'll take Deadpool because the other two Deadpool movies were good.
Yeah. I'll take Daredevil because I watched the entire Daredevil TV show and I love him,
I
but I'm
haven't
not
seen a
taking the
single
Daredevil from
moment of that
Daredevil
show
out of
except
the
the fact
house
that I
after
know he's a lawyer.
having a quick little. I'm so upset about that. That makes me so angry. They ruined my favorite character. The first time they brought him back, besides the TV show,
She-Hulk!
was was for him doing the coolest thing ever in a Spider-Man movie. He was the blind lawyer that caught the brick through the wall. Like someone threw a brick into Spider-Man's house, and he caught it. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I just have good reflexes because I'm blind," which is the goofiest way to bring him back, and I loved it.
Wait, what was that?
And then I'm just seeing the vision in my head of him walking barefoot in the grass.
He did a walk of shame with the worst female Marvel character, dude.
He could have
Oh,
he could have much better. Ugh.
fucking She-Hulk. The thing is, you know, as many crimes as the Marvels committed, nothing will ever be worse than the ending of She-Hulk. That was miserable. Absolutely
I
miserable.
I've built up so many years of hatred. She-Hulk. Freaking jumping to the Disney Plus screen.
Disney Plus. Oh, we can talk about the Loki finale and how the main thing most people latched onto is that Mobius.
Him and Mobius should have gotten together.
They should have, or at
Why
least have had like
make
a
him
big grand goodbye, you know?
literally anything, something, a little kiss on the mouth, okay?
It's just a little bit. Honestly, I don't care if we got queer baited or if they were just queer coded or whatever, but there should have been like a last look in the eye and like a
Yeah.
yeah.
I needed like a longing glance.
Although that was the entirety of like what episode 5 was it?
Literally, it was.
The way he would keep going out of his way to mention he was single was insane.
It's like, yeah, I'm a single father with my single fatherness and my 2 children that you could completely hop into my life and just help me take care of.
There's
Um,
this great comparison I saw screenshots of. I think it was from the Thor: The Dark World where he was making fun of Thor for like this girl's really ruined you, hasn't she? And then it's compared to him like cleaning up his hair and like nervously patting his jacket down to go say hi to Mobius.
I know, I think I saw that too. Because it's literally like this man has been weak in the knees, bro.
Dude, and it's so there's such a good pairing. Even from season 1, I didn't quite like think about shipping them because I was watching it with my mom honestly, but
Hmm. I just didn't like him and Sylvie. I
all I
hate
knew is that
him
even
and Sylvie.
dude, it was so bad. All I knew is that when I was sitting next to my mother with that TV show, and is not like gonna be thinking about shipping, okay? All I know is
Hmm.
that they kissed on screen, and both of us like recoiled. It was mutual. People of different
Bro,
minds agreed on the horribleness of that.
you can't just be like, hey, I'm you, and we had the exact same childhood and upbringing, and like are basically siblings because we literally had the same upbringing. Let's kiss now. Let's kiss on the lips. That's self-cess, bro.
It's so weird. It was so weird, dude.
It was.
Ugh.
Especially after he came out as bisexual. Like, I had so much hope for the future.
Me too.
Like,
Dude, Owen Wilson was right there!
yeah, literally.
It was too bad.
Because if Loki was a girl and it was a straight relationship, they'd be
They
together immediately.
they'd be together immediately. It wouldn't even been hesitant, dude.
Hmm.
Ugh, I can't find the screen cap, but I know it exists in my heart. It's just they cared about each other so much. And also, even if people didn't like seeing it as romantic, no matter what, their friendship was by far the most interesting part of the show. Like, without a doubt.
It really was. It really was.
In
It
that
was just so
finale, he
unique. It's
chose
just like this
Mobius.
little businessman, and then it's Loki, who's literally just Loki. Like,
Whether it was love in just its most pure form and just not even just it was about their love for each other, their care for each other. Like I don't like, dude.
yeah. I don't care if they did or did not get together, as long as Loki didn't get with Sylvie. Like, that was the most upsetting part
We
for me.
did win for like him not ending up with Sylvie and him kind of like ditching her ass.
Hmm. I am happy about
I'm
that.
so glad. But that show's kind of done with now, so enough with
Hmm.
Loki. Is too bad. He turned into a tree.
He turned into a tree
He turned into
due
a
to saving the
tree.
environment or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is, I understand why they did it because they needed a way that, like, Loki couldn't come back into the main timeline since he's dead.
Yeah,
But
and Loki's
it's
done a ton of
also
running
like,
around.
yeah, it's also like they could have done something goofy, like make him the little cameo person instead of, um,
Stanley.
like, hmm
Yeah,
Because then he'd just be like hopping around in the background and you just see him be goofy for a second, which I think would have been funny.
I agree. Hold on. What do I?
It's okay. Maybe Loki will fix the timeline for us.
Yeah, we go in to watch X-Men and then Loki pops on screen. It's like, no, you don't have to watch this. Sorry, let me change the title of the movie, and then it's a buddy
He's
cop
like,
movie.
"Oh, I'm changing the channel." Like he has a little remote. He's going crazy.
And we have our friend Link with us, and he goes Morbius.
No,
We gotta
not
recount
again.
this story for our favorite viewer in the world, May, our one viewer. We are in the theater. This
Watching Ant-Man Quantumania?
Anime
Was it that
Quantumania,
one?
and the post-credit scene starts, and there's a guy with short mullet black hair and an older guy with short white hair, and me and Maya scream because oh my god, it's Loki and Mobius, and then Link goes Morbius, and the lights turn on in the theater. Everyone's staring at us. I start laughing so hard that I flip the bowl of popcorn everywhere, and in this like weirdly full theater, everyone's staring at us, screaming Morbius.
Yes.
It was
Not
horrible.
Mobius. Morbius,
Morbius,
like
like the
a bad
vampire.
off-brand Batman from the DC universe.
God,
That
God,
hurt me. That hurt me a lot.
hurt me a
It's
lot. And
okay if
then
I
Link
hate
was being so
myself
genuine.
for that
He
one.
really thought that
He
it
said it
was
with his full
Morbius.
chest.
To his full chest. It was not a joke. He actually thought it was freaking Morbius. Was Loki.
He saw one too many people with pasty white skin and long black hair. That's kind of an
Cause
anti-villain. I'm an anti-hero. Oh my god, I'm so tired. And he
God,
was like, "Yeah, here's my chance to shine, guys."
exactly. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that freaking movie. All of these freaking movies. When I said that freaking movie, I wasn't even referring to a specific one. That was the generalness of just Marvel.
hmm It's rough out here.
The older
Sabrina.
Marvel movies were not perfect, okay? They weren't even that great, but they were fun.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm so lost without the Marvel universe. I've literally gone to every single movie in theaters first week since Iron Man.
Which is insane.
So to watch like it go downhill is really hurting me emotionally right now.
This is not the kind of instability I need in my life.
It is quite literally not.
God. What?
What are the next movies coming out, Sabrina?
What other movies are
Just
coming out? Is that what you
in
asked?
general.
In
In
general?
general.
I don't know. Here, um, let me look up upcoming movies.
I love hearing the violent typing in the background. It's really lovely.
Yeah, my
Oh,
thing.
Mean Girls. I love Mean Girls.
Okay. Oh, Wonka's coming out, dude.
Oh God. I'm so scared.
Um, dude, my mom really wants to see it, so I think I gotta go see it with her.
Oh, I will be watching it.
You
I
can
just don't
roll
know if
up at
I'll
the
like
theater with me
this.
and my mom.
It's okay. We have great action movies coming out next year. Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, they're doing Kung
Kung
Fu
Fu
Panda 4. I
Panda.
saw that.
I'm excited.
I'll see. I'll see. I actually okay. I've got a terrible convention. I've never seen the first three Kung Fu Panda movies.
Sabrina.
I know it's really bad. I've seen most of the first one. Like I know what happens. I've seen the majority of it, but I haven't sat down and watched it start to finish.
Sabrina, I'm so sad. You just
Don't
made me so
worry.
sad.
Most people do. It's not great.
I watched the Kung Fu Panda TV show that was it Nickelodeon? I think it was Nickelodeon. That
Probably.
was I loved that show.
Yeah, I missed out on a lot of those era trilogy. I didn't ever watch that. I never watched How to Train Your Dragon.
Why are you a horrible person?
I know. Ugh. It's like
I can't even come up with excuses for you. I'm so
they're
sorry.
making a movie for It Ends With Us. No, they are
What is that?
not. The Colleen Hoover book?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Dude,
I started
no
watching the worst
way.
new show I've ever seen on Netflix. It's not the worst. It's definitely up there though. It's I think it's like Summer with the Walter Boys or something like that. It is I went into the first episode and I was like, this is so familiar. This is so like it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know where I've seen this before. It was a Wattpad fan fiction that I read in middle school.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, the kissing
It
booth?
is based off of a Wattpad fan fiction that I had previously read in middle
Are
school.
you talking about like the kissing booth?
No, it's new on Netflix. It's a new one. It's
That's
basically the Kissing Booth.
insane, dude.
It's it's similar vibes.
I also read a couple original stories, but I don't really. They were weird, dude. They were. I
I
did
know.
not. I didn't even like reading them in the moment. I remember being actively upset. Then go back to like fandom stuff.
Mm. I was the exact opposite. It took me a second to get into fandom stuff because I mean, I guess the biggest fandom that I was in at that point in time was was like Marvel, and I didn't really want to
Dude,
read like
I was on
even.
Hamilton and Undertale Amino. I've been in the depths of war, okay?
I was on the Wings of Fire Amino. I role
Ooh,
played with
okay.
people.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we all had a rough out here, Sabrina.
We all had a rough out here, dude. Oh my god. Okay, I'm looking at these movies. Okay, here. you know, let's just go through the entire list of these. Okay, let's see. Uh, okay, and this year we have Wonka, Control, Concrete Utopia, Rainbows, Padam, A Tribe Called Judah, UFC. They're doing another Aquaman movie.
I
There's
won't watch it.
me neither. Anyone But You, The Iron Claw, Migration kind of look cute. It looks just like a fun, generic Pixar movie. Is it Pixar? Is
Hmm.
it DreamWorks? I think it's
It
DreamWorks.
was DreamWorks.
It's DreamWorks,
DreamWorks.
yeah. Okay, yeah, it looks like a generic DreamWorks movie, so that looks cute. Okay, Fiction, Shepherd, Mob Humor, Surf School Life. They're doing the musical The Color Purple on movie, which I
It's it's gonna be like an actual movie though.
no, I know. Yeah, it's a movie musical.
Yeah.
I might watch it. I need to finish the original movie. I never finished it all the way through. But
Really?
dude, I've seen a lot of movies, I swear. We're just talking about the wrong things. I'm striking out after striking out
It's
right
me
now.
time. Me time, Sabrina.
What?
It's all my movies.
I
I'm
know,
forcing
I'm
you to
so
talk about
sorry. God. Okay, Ferrari, The Boys in the Boat, The Occupied City, The Lost Weekend, They're Gonna Run. Like, there's like 5 Dracula movies. I have no idea what these are. Um, that's not English. Night Swim, Memory, Week Leakers, the Mean Girls movie,
it.
which
I
I will
really
be
want to see
seeing.
the new Godzilla movie.
I've seen Mean Girls on Broadway and the traveling cast. It's not even close in the top like 5 favorite musicals I have, and I've listened to a lot of musicals, Maya, and it's definitely not up there. But you bet I'll be watching that movie.
Oh, you bet, bro. I I
I've
cannot
seen,
explain to you how that will change my fashion and like
dude, I've
everything
heard the
about my
costume is
style.
really bad in that movie. Have you seen the trailer?
I know. Have you met me?
Yeah, yeah, you do dress like that.
Do we need to come up with a fun like we need to come up with a bit.
With a bit,
I know that's not how bits work,
but
but we need to
like
come up with a bit. If you would make a perfume about yourself, what would it smell like?
I had a perfume, what would it smell like? Oh my god, how do you even start that? It, okay, there's this certain stench that comes while you're like in the middle of a play and everybody's changing at once and nobody has washed these outfits since they brought them from home to rehearse in. And it's been like 10 weeks. There's a certain stench that comes
I
in that
know.
cramped space. That's the
Mhm.
perfume.
That's your perfume smell.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a great note to end off.
What's our ending catchphrase?
Ah.
Oh my god, she just fucking left.